So during Cubs Live, we had Cubs hitting coach Dustin Kelly join Cliff and myself, and we talked about those barn door doubles. Are you able to stroke those? And what do they turn into? Balls in the seats. And there you have it. PCA right there joining the elusive 30-30 club. Just the second Chicago Cub in the history of the franchise to do so. The third time in the history of the franchise. Joining Slam and Sammy to do it, who did it twice. 12-1, the final tally on the final Friday 120 of the season. And that right there, that is unbelievable wallpaper. If you're still in your office and you're able to peek in on a ball game today, put that on the back of your computer as a screensaver, because that has tons of weight. 30-30 for PCA, and right now he's catching up with Elise Menaker. They're talking about the feet.
Mr. 30-30, congratulations, welcome to the club. You know, you're just the second player in Cubs history to accomplish this feat. Sammy Sosa is on this list, adding your name. What does it mean to you?
It's pretty cool. Now I guess I just got to do it twice. No, I mean, it's been a special year, and yeah, I've enjoyed diving into Bushy and Saya and everybody else's success. So getting to share a little momentum like that, a little memento is pretty cool. So.
Well, you just mentioned them. You guys took a picture because it's just the second time in Cubs history that 3 players have 30-plus home runs. To share that with them, what does it mean to you?
It means everything. Those are the guys I go to work with every day and grind. And you know, I think Michael's trajectory this year has been really cool. I think it's just been this steady uphill head of steam kind of climb for him. He's only gotten better. Saya and I think it's been a lot of perseverance. So getting to share that with them is the most rewarding thing about that stat, those stats, whatever it is.
Hey, you knew it off the bat. What was it like off the bat, jogging around and seeing Kyle there at home plate?
It's nice seeing Kyle's familiar face over there too, man. I haven't gotten to celebrate with him in a while like that. So getting to have him back at this point in the year is about as good as it gets. So that's just bringing back another piece that's done a whole lot for this ball club this year. Describe
what it was like getting the ovation from the fans and your teammates.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the second most rewarding thing. Just the same way that my boys, show up every day, so do these people. The relationship I've gotten to build with the bleacher creatures is very significant and special to me. So I just really appreciate the reception, and looking to do more of that as we go on here in October.
You can see what it means to you. Pete, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Elise, PCA, good stuff, and come on in, pull up a chair, because this is Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Flight by Yingling, the next generation in light beer. I'm Cole Wright. You know this man right here. It's Cliff Floyd, and we saw PCA at somewhat of a loss for words, a very emotional Pete, and no problem with that, because being just the second Cub in the history of the franchise to accomplish that 30-30 mark, it's unbelievable, and he's plugged in. This could be what really gets him going towards his back half.
Well, you hope so. I think it goes back to when he scored from second base the other night, right? So all these little things start adding up to you enjoying the game again. And you go through lulls throughout the season, the pressure, and he just alluded to the journey. And when you talk about the journey, it's been a journey for him this whole season, right? You look at April, you look at the first half of the season, this was going to be historic in so many different ways. You go through April, he pretty much carried this team as far as just hitting the ball at the ballpark. I don't think anybody could say, "Oh yeah, we saw 30-30. We saw the bags. We didn't know about the power."
Oh yeah.
In April, he was still in bases, and then he was doing this consistently in May. And you're like, "Uh-oh, is this going to be 40? Is this going to be 50 homers?" And then all of a sudden, you're starting to say, "All right, what do you want from him?" So we had so many different variables for Pete early in the season. We knew he could do this. We knew the defense was going to be on point. We knew the speed, and he was going to utilize his legs as much as he wanted to. And then you see the lull. The lull is when you trying to do a little bit too much. And Cole, you talked about it. Maybe he was trying to get to 30 homers. Maybe he was trying to do too much, swinging out the zone. We knew the chase was there. Yes, he's going to chase. You're going to have some things as a youngster that shows that, you know what, you're still learning. It's a learning curve. You're going to struggle. But today, Miles Michaelis, He set him up. He wanted this curveball. He got it, and he didn't miss it. So all these things, when you talk about the roller coaster of a season, this is what PCA has gone through. He might be the poster child. He might be the face of the franchise, but he is going to struggle. But when you have a day like today, it's so special when you look at this board and see the name that's under him, and you go, wait a minute. That's the only guys in ever all time? Yes, that's it right there. Slam and Sammy, and then PCA joins him. So I think that in itself is just enough for us to appreciate how special he is, and then also understand, you know, how long a season is.
Yep.
And when you think about being consistent, last thing I'll say about consistency, stop throwing it out there like it's just easy to do. It's not.
Baseball's hard.
Right? So consistency comes with you going out there and then wanting to be the best, and those are the ones that end up going to the Hall of Fame. When you're consistent the most, that's what you get. I think he'll get there. I think he has what it takes to be a star. Now, what does that mean? Well, when you have all the tools that he has, he brings such a different dynamic. Once he understands the importance of him getting on base consistently every single day, what he can do, whether that be a walk or whatever, he's going to change the whole landscape of where his team goes.
Was Pete able to tap into that consistency a little more than usual because M-double, Miles Michaelis was on the hill? If you look at Pete's numbers versus this guy, I mean, he absolutely shreds him, Cliff.
Well, it helps you sleep better at night
does.
knowing you're going to face this guy the next day. But I think the biggest thing is this club has helped him get better. Justin Turner has helped him get better. When you see the love in that dugout after he hits, big homer after big homer, I think that speaks to why you have
5 home runs and 9 ABs.
Well, this right here is one of those things where Miles threw the pitch and immediately he knew. Right, those are moments where I can go back. I can look at one guy. That ain't Cliff Floyd. That's Cliff John.
That's Cliff John. Oh, wrong Cliff.
So when you think about like my one guy, it was Chan Hope.
I was going to say.
I knew he was going to throw the pitch I was looking for. Guys would ask me, how you know? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But I think PCA knew in that situation he's getting a curveball, and he destroyed it.
It's all about seeing that pitch, making sure you get it, and being on time. And for Pete to be on time, he talked about his ability to celebrate with a guy who came off the mend, Kyle Tucker, back in the mix.
Yeah.
That celebration at home plate, how cool. We're going to catch up with Tuck in just a second. He's right over there. He's getting the headsets on. But in the meantime, for those two guys to have a little powwow at home plate, how cool.
That's what the game is all about, getting your guys back on the field, guys that you want in your foxhole with you. You don't know what's going to be. It's a total different role, for Tuck to get some, some DH in him. But he's here to talk about it. What's up, man?
Going on, man?
How you feeling?
Good.
Yeah?
Feel great.
We're just talking about you. So, DHing, like it?
Yeah, I don't mind it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
So how the cat feel?
Anything to get in the lineup.
Well, you know what? It was the first at-bat where you're like, uh-oh, because you slipped out of the box a little bit on the little dribbler. And that's always the test.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I felt fine. Okay. I played the rest of the game, and everything was good. Obviously, good thing I didn't have to run too much when I was on base. Our guys were doing their job behind me, hitting the homers. But, it was a good day overall.
Yeah, first game back to see all these guys have their swing at a fever pitch, and for yourself to be able to see the ball well. How does that settle with you, at least mentally? It's all about mental before the physical, isn't it?
Yeah, it was good. I know I was out for, give or take 3 weeks or so, but I feel like mentally I was still good, at least from like a hitting perspective. And thought I had some good takes, some good swings today. Missed a few pitches, felt a few that I thought I should have barreled off, but overall I felt pretty comfortable in there. I was trying to build off of it the next 2 games and going into the playoffs.
How tough was it to be on the shelf, watching the boys go into battle, sometimes getting close, sometimes not able to run through that tape for you, knowing that when I'm back and I'm healthy, I'd be able to help this club tremendously?
Yeah, it's a little tough. Obviously as a player, you want to be out there on the field helping your team win and, contributing, but, obviously our team's pretty good. So it's a lot of fun to watch them, whether you're in the lineup or not. It's a lot of fun being around these guys, and, we have a really good team overall, and I'm excited to see what everyone can do in the playoffs.
I know you faced Ryan Brazier yesterday in that makeshift try to get ready mentally game. What's the one thing you're looking to do in the next couple before the postseason starts? Like, is it catch that fastball away? Like, what's the one thing, that A swing? How's that feeling?
I felt pretty good today. It's just more of like getting reps in and getting more pitches under your belt. Obviously, there's only 2 more games left of the season, so just as many at-bats as you can going into the playoffs. I hit off Brazier yesterday just to get some swings in rather than just first at-bat in the game, or might as well see a few pitches from a pretty good pitcher as well. So it went pretty well, and obviously today got in there and was happy with it.
Is there a game plan for playing right field, or are you just going to stay?
I mean, obviously, I'd like to be out there, but
Yeah.
we're just going to try and take it, day by day and see how it goes. And,
Okay.
Try and get back out there at some point.
Okay.
Postseason prognostications, when you take a look at this team and everything they're able to do, especially when everyone's clicking on all cylinders, how dangerous can the Chicago Cubs be in 2025 in that second season?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we'd love to do what we did tonight every single day, but sometimes it doesn't really work out like that. But I mean, that's our goal, to come out here, compete, and try and win games and put up as many runs as possible, and trust our pitchers to go out there and do their job as well, and just play good defense behind them. So, I mean, if we can do what we do today, and we've done a lot throughout the year, put us in a good position throughout the rest of the playoffs.
My last one for you, your boy in center field, 30-30. How cool is that for him?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Right.
I mean, him playing this year, he started off really hot. Kind of struggled there for a little bit, but kind of battled through it. And I mean, he's a phenomenal player. So I mean, he's putting up some serious numbers, and I think he can do this for a really long time, have a great career, and he's starting off strong this year.
Nice.
90th win of the season, 2 more ball games to go, headed into the postseason. In your opinion, how important is momentum, Kyle?
It's huge. I mean, you never know what can happen in baseball, but you just try and keep the momentum on your side and try and just ride it out, and never let the opposing team take any advantage of opportunities on their side. So if you can just kind of eliminate some stuff on the defensive side for us and try and take advantage and keep the momentum every inning, every at bat, and everything. So. It's huge, especially in the playoffs, especially playing at home in Wrigley with the crowd behind you. It's big time.
Yeah,
nice.
Continue to ride that wave of momentum. The magic number to host that wild card series, it is down to a thin number 1. And with the return of the King, the fellas would love to delight these fans here at Wrigley Field for that 3-game wild card set. Tuck, glad to have you back. Thanks for taking time out to join us, man. Always appreciate
you guys.
Taking a look
bro.
at some of these standings right now. We told you how things are looking. That wild card number, it is down to 1. You see 7.5 games. That's where the Cubs are at in the wild card standings. The Mets, well, they're still scratching and clawing. The Cincinnati Reds and the Diamondbacks, ooh, time, it is running out. But time, it did not run out today on Colin Ray. Another superb outing. 5 2/3, 0 earnings, 2 hits, scattered on 77 pitches. He was an absolute gem. Let's hear what his skipper has to say about him. Craig?
Yeah, he's had a very strong finish to the season. I'm not sure how many innings that is exactly, but he had a wonderful season. I think we signed him to be a in-case guy that we knew was going to make starts, and he's, since kind of mid-April essentially, has taken the ball and done a heck of a job, and been a real, it's been real glue for the team, not just the rotation, for the team. And then he's excelled. I mean, his last 2 starts have been really, really good, and part of he's a big reason why we're here.
How fun was it to see Pete just have a day like he did today, get that milestone?
Yeah, I mean, the milestone's great for both those guys, for sure. Back to homering on the same day is try to continue that again. But yeah, happy for both those guys. Pete took a good swing, and say as I turned it on here lately, which are all positive signs.
Is knee okay from that?
Yeah, I think he's fine. Yeah.
Tucker's day, how do you look at his swing?
I think it's great. He got 5 plate appearances, so very happy with how the day went. Just get him up there as much as we can. So very happy with how it went.
Do you think he's close to playing the field?
I don't have any. I would guess DH tomorrow, but we'll see.
Just to see the 3 guys, Bush, Saya, Pete, accomplish the 30 home run feat together, just offensively, and a couple of them, Pete, 23 years old, Saya, relatively.
Yeah, I think when you do stuff like that, I think the big thing it means is that they're out there a lot. You got to be out there a lot to do that. Obviously, it's offense. It's scoring runs, and say it took too long to do it, but he did it. But no, it's hard to get 3 guys that have that level of kind of just offensive player, and we got 3 of those guys in the same lineup. That's the reason why we're a good offensive team.
You believe that these guys heating up toward the end can mean something going toward playoffs? Is there a belief in that or not?
Yeah, I mean, I think for the player, just the confidence of it. I think that's the main thing. Doesn't guarantee anything on Tuesday, but especially for someone like Seiya, just kind of hitting some homers at the end here. I think he was in a little bit of a drought, and so I think for him specifically, I think it's important.
For Pete, a younger guy, when we can see the ups and downs like through the season, an emotional player when he can do that, and when you talk about confidence going into the postseason.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like. Every season has ups and downs. I think you expect that in 162 games. It can't be one straight line. And so, Pete's had a great season. He's had a great offensive season. He's had a great season. How it happens is how it happens.
Thank you, Craig. Thank you.
So win number 90 on the year. The fellas, they moved to a robust 23-4 when they hit 3 or more home runs. And today it was a quartet of long balls that started out as barn door doubles but turned into bleacher reachers. A 12-1 final tally. That is how the Cubs did a number on those St. Louis Cardinals in the series opener. The final Friday 120 of the season. Highlights and much, much more. It's all coming your way. That's next right here